Good evening and welcome. I'm Joyce Lundy, Chair of Voice at Levine Music, a community music school based in Washington, D.C., with 5 campuses across the greater Washington, Maryland, and Virginia areas. We have been providing the highest level of music education to students of all ages and abilities since 1976. We have 150 talented faculty members who are eager to engage students this fall, and we hope you will join us. Here in the voice department, our youngest students are 6, and our oldest, well, I believe Miss Alice is 83 years young. We offer private lessons, group classes, and ensembles for all who want to come and just try. Today, I am thrilled to preview for you a popular long-standing group class offering, our Introductory Voice class. This class is geared towards singers 16 and older. This class is perfect for those who are considering private lessons or who would just like to brush up on the mechanics. Topics covered will include body alignment, vocal alignment, breathing to sing, breath control, resonance, diction, and articulation. Students will also be introduced to theory basics and sight singing. Here to give you a preview of the class format is our wonderful instructor, Miss Elizabeth Johnson, and her student, Anne. During the presentation, should you have any questions, simply notate them in the comments section. I'll be back at the end of the presentation to answer your questions and to tell you a bit more about some of the other exciting offerings we have here in our department. Enjoy.
Hello everyone, my name is Elizabeth Johnson and I'm going to be the instructor for introductory voice training throughout the year this year at Levine Music. And I have with me my student, Anne Colligan, who has graciously said that she will help me demo this class today. Hi Anne, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. I'm a little bit afraid.
Oh, you're going to do great. You're the best. So this class is going to be covering vocal basics such as body alignment and vocal alignment. We're going to learn how to breathe to sing. We're going to work on our resonance, our diction, and our articulation. We're also going to work on some music theory basics. Now, there's going to be more group than individual singing, although there will be opportunities to sing alone if you wish to do so. But you don't have to if you don't feel comfortable. I would encourage you, though, to step outside your comfort zone and try something new so that you can get the most out of your voice class. So every single week, we are going to be doing the same kind of pattern of learning. The first thing we're going to do is warm up our bodies and our voice. Then we're going to work a little bit on theory and ear training. And then finally, we'll work on a piece in either a group setting or individual settings in the style of a master class. So we're going to start by standing up and warming up our bodies. You ready, Anne?
Yep.
Here we go. So switch my camera and we're all going to stand up and stretch together. Okay, so let's reach up tall into the sky, reach for the stars. Then roll your body down to the ground, touch your toes. Roll your body up, roll your shoulders back. Roll your shoulders forward. Twist side to side. Loosening up your rib cage and the muscles of your back, which are very important for breathing. And then we're going to stretch our neck. So we're going to take a hand, put it tall, put it on the opposite side of your head, and stretch your ear to your shoulder. Relax and breathe. And we're going to do the other side. Other arm, reach it tall, put it to the other side of your head, bring your ear to your shoulder, relax and breathe. Now we're going to take our 2 hands, put them together in a web, put them on the back of our head, and bring our chin to our chest. And now we're going to do some very silly sounds. Anne, you ready to make some really silly sounds?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do some sirens. Sirens are a great way to warm up your voice and loosen up your larynx and all the muscles of your throat. So, Anne, can you be my echo?
Yeah.
Woo! Woo! Great job. So now I'm going to come sit down. And Anne, if you could remain standing, we're going to keep warming up our voices. Let me switch my view. So we are going to do some lip trills. Very good. Ooh, these are a little tricky. Good job, Anne. So we're going to do some lip trills. One more. Great job. So those are for loosening up our lips because our lips are part of our articulators, just like our tongue, lips, and our jaw. So let's warm up our jaw a little bit. Can you take your fingers and can you massage behind your jawbone? And let's loosen up that jaw. It can be a little tender at times, so everyone be careful out there. Very good. And now we're going to do something really silly that Ann and I are very used to doing, which is called a raspberry. Come on, Ann. One raspberry, just one.
You see?
Oh, but you did a good job. See, just one little raspberry, just one little smidgy. Good job. And that one is to warm up our, what, Ann? Our articulators. That's right. Our tongue, right? We're loosening up all of our articulators. So now that we're nice and loose, we're going to do a few more vocal exercises to warm up our vocal folds. So we're going to do just a very easy la. One more. Good job, Anne. So that's how our warm-up's going to be. We're going to do a little bit of singing, a little bit of stretching just to get our bodies ready to sing. And then we'll talk about a vocal topic of the day. And so the topic that I'm going to talk to Anne about today are onsets. And onsets are the start of sound, how we begin a sound when we sing. There are 3 types of onsets. There is a hard onset, a soft onset, and a balanced onset. So we want to try to avoid the soft and the hard and go for a balanced onset. So a soft onset would be when we say things like ah, where the air precedes the sound. And we don't want to start with too much air because then the sound ends up being full of air and very thin, as opposed to a hard onset. We don't want a hard onset because it is also called a glottal attack. And anything with attack in it is probably not great for your vocal folds. A glottal attack would be this. Apple. That click that you hear at the beginning of the sound. Ah! And as you can hear, the resulting sound is very loud and uncontrolled. Okay, so what we're striving for is a balanced onset. We want to think of starting our air first before we make a sound, but we don't want the air to escape before we start the sound. So if you think of H, but you don't say it, ah, it gently lets the vocal folds come together without slamming or without air. So we're going to do a very basic onset exercise right now. You ready, Anne?
Mm-hmm.
You have any questions about the onset? Nah.
Try it.
Let's give it a shot.
Patient, so it's okay.
All right, so let's do this. Ah, 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 ah. Good. Careful to relax your tongue and think a little bit more air. Good job, Anne. Good job. What did you think about that last onset? Do you think you can do it a little bit better and a little cleaner this time? Yeah? Okay, let's give it one more shot. Good job, Anne. Great job. So then in a normal class, we would talk about onsets a lot longer than that. We would do more exercises and more ways to explore onsets and what they are and how we use them in everyday life. And then we would move on to sight singing and ear training, which for the purposes of today, we're going to skip. But basically, we're going to learn how to read rhythm. We're going to learn how to train our ear. And Anne, can you speak a little bit to how ear training and sight singing has helped you in your singing?
It helped me enormously because I didn't know anything about sight reading. I mean, I saw notes on a page and I just got confused. It was like, I have to learn Chinese or something. And Elizabeth really helped because she taught me the rhythms first. And then she's very playful. So it was like, T, ta-ta, T, and I just couldn't get nervous about the whole process anymore. And so, it's decomposing rhythm and then finding the pitch. Because I don't know if you're like me, but when I see a note, I have no idea what the sound is. So by just repeating and working and never just doing it in a playful way, it's starting to make sense.
Thanks so much, Anne. And she's made an insane amount of progress, everyone. She is so good, and she really puts the work in, and I really appreciate how hard she works. So now we're going to show you what it would be like to work on a small section of a piece. Now, like I said at the beginning, this will typically be in a group style, but if someone in the space feels more comfortable and would like to try to sing a piece by themselves, what I would do is provide you a piece of music that we would discuss and choose on the side, and I would also provide you tracks that you can learn with. I would provide you a track with the accompaniment, something that you just sing along with that has a vocal leading track, and I would also give you one without, and then I would also sing the piece for you so that you are able to hear it and learn it by rote if you do not feel comfortable learning how to read music. The same goes for the group selections. I'll assign some group selections that we'll do over the 15 weeks, and what you will do is you will work on those at home on your own to work on your technique, and then you would have a track to follow, and you would be able to listen and sing along, which will help you grow in your vocal lessons. So we are going to work on a very, very, very short phrase of All Through the Night, which is a very popular Welsh folk song. Okay, so Anne has a music. She has only looked at it for like 10 minutes tops, right? That's the whole point. So we're showing you what it would be the closest to being in the class. So I'm going to give her her first note, and Anne, if you could just sing from sleep my child in peace attend thee to all through the night. Just that little line right there. Just that first note. And I'll sing it first for you, okay? Do you want me to sing it first, or do you want to try it?
Sleep, my child, and peace attend thee all through the night.
Pretty good. Let's fix a few of those. It's okay. Let's fix a few of those pitches at the beginning.
The second measure was
Shh, Anne, you're going to get it. Let's try it, okay? I'm going to sing a part, and you sing it back. Sleep, my child, and peace attend thee.
Sleep, my child, and peace attend thee
All through the night.
all through the night.
Good. Now I'm going to sing the whole line, and I want you to try to sing the whole line back. And this is what we would do in a group setting when we're first learning a piece together, is I would introduce it where we sing a little bit of it, and we learn it together by rote, and then we'll start working on the mechanics. Sleep, my child, and peace attend thee all through the night.
Sleep, my child, and peace attend thee all through the night.
That was pretty close. Let's try it again.
Attend thee.
It's okay. It's a little tricky. So let's do it a lot slower, okay? I'm going to sing a little phrase again, and you sing a phrase back. Sleep, my child, and peace attend thee.
Sleep, my child, and peace attend
Beautiful.
thee
All through the night.
all through the night.
Beautiful. So let's try it again, okay? Can you sing the whole line right there, that first line that we learned? Let's give it a shot. I'm going to sing the first part again for you, okay? Sleep, my child, and peace attend thee all through the night.
Sleep, my child, and peace attend thee all through the night.
Beautiful. You did a great job. That's it.
Miracle.
No, it's not a miracle. You're just good. You've got it. So now let's work a little bit, just a very small bit on technique, okay? So let's try our best to take a good breath and to think of the notes as one long strand of notes instead of little pieces of notes, right? Instead of sleep, my child, in peace attend thee. We want to sing vowel to vowel. Sleep, my child, and peace attend thee. Almost like it's one long note that just happens to have other words on it. Can you give it a shot, Ann? Just that little 2-measure section.
Sleep, my child, and peace attend thee all through the night.
Great job! That's so much better. And this is how working a piece would be in our class. We are going to learn it together. We'll take a few weeks to learn it by rote. And then we would start working on the mechanics of it. And generally what I do is whatever we've been talking about in the week, I'll address in that piece. So if it's onsets, we'll address the onset in the piece. If it's breath, we'll address breath in the piece. If it's alignment or it's vowels, we'll address vowels in the piece. So we'll probably stay on 1 or 2 or 3 pieces tops the entire semester and just get better and better at the piece, which is similar to what a voice lesson is, where you take 1 or 2 pieces and work on it for 18 lessons or for 36 lessons, and that's really what the class is about. So now, at the end, I just want to ask Anne a couple questions about her experience taking voice lessons and working on her voice. So Anne, why did you choose to take voice lessons?
I actually, I started by taking piano lessons, but I was just so bad that and my piano teacher, this was back a long time ago, just said, maybe you should do voice. And I had no idea that I had a voice. I mean, absolutely no idea. And and so I knew nothing about sight reading, as I told you before. And just the whole experience has been absolutely wonderful. I mean, I can't tell you what a joy it is just to be walking down the street and being able just to sing one little phrase that I've learned. And and I love classic, and I love jazz too. Not that I can do it, but it's like it's like such a freedom to be able to get to know more about music, because I mean, I couldn't go, you know, that thing we did at the beginning. We did raspberry, and then I could sort of relax better. And it's a very complex world, but it's such an interesting experience. And with Elizabeth, she made it so fun, so just, you know, no fear. Let's just do it. You know, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And she's so patient. I could be a real sort of complete dummy, and or very
You're not a dummy.
or very much, you know, asking very silly questions because I don't know this stuff. I've never learned it.
Well,
So
and you,
I am just grateful when I go to a concert now. I, you know, it sort of has expanded my experience of music. It's not
that's the
only
important thing.
about singing or being, you know, on stage and stuff. It's not that. It's the whole thing.
That's great.
So
And
thank
you've just been great. So, as you can see, Anne gained a lot of confidence. She gained an ability to be able to go and sing. And I mean, just recently, she and I did a gig together where we both helped out a choir at Levine doing the Fare Requiem, which was huge for you. Massive. And I think it's because she's gained all this confidence. And so I would encourage you that if you've always wanted to learn how to sing, or if you used to sing in choir, or you used to sing as a kid, and you just feel like you want to get back into it, to give it a shot. I mean, what's the worst that can happen, really? And I'm going to try to make it the most non attacky environment. You're not going to feel like you're singled out. And I just really want everyone to come and let themselves experience something new or relearn something they love. So, Anne, thanks so much for joining us.
And I'd also like to say, Elizabeth's voice is so beautiful. Just listen.
Oh my gosh, Anne, you crack me up. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And I hope, everyone, that I'll see you in the fall. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth and Anne, for that wonderful presentation. Do we have any questions? So right now I don't see any. While I wait for your questions to come in, I do want to share a bit more about our other voice programs. For your youngest divas and divos, we have Voice for Young Singers, open to students ages 6 to 11. Voice for Young Singers is geared toward young developing sounds. Students learn the basic rudiments of vocal technique and sight singing through the use of Kodai solfege and a large repertoire of popular, fun, folk, Disney, and musical theater favorites. For your singers who are between the ages of 12 and 15, we have Voice for Tweens and Teens. This class is taught in a masterclass style. The students learn together the basic rudiments of singing, that is posture, breathing to sing, resonance, theory, sight singing, and performance craft. Each student is assigned 2 solo pieces to study, which they will be coached on individually during the class and perform at the end of the course. This class is a perfect precursor to applied or private voice lessons. We also have wonderful choral ensembles. We have two choirs. Le Voci is our auditioned SATB chamber group, and the Great American Songbook Chorus is our non audition community chorus. This year, our choral theme is I've Got Rhythm. We will be focused on vocal health and musicianship. Our choirs will be presenting a virtual choral festival during Levine's Performance Week in December. Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. nightly, our choirs will be in concert. We would love to have you come and sing with us. Finally, private or applied voice lessons are open to all students ages 13 and up. Our Applied Voice program is a highly structured curriculum based program where students learn how to play their instruments skillfully. We do not teach to any one specific style of singing. We teach healthy, breath based, open throated singing, and we use traditional songs such as folk songs, art songs, musical theater, and standards to help our students master those skills. And we love beginners. As you can see, there is something for everyone here in the voice department. To learn more about our vocal offerings and our school, please visit levinemusic.org. I'm going to look and see one more time. Are there any questions from anyone? Let me see. Okay. Well, seeing none, I will say good evening to you all, and I will turn my video on. I just realized that I was without it. I hope you have enjoyed our mini presentation this evening, and I hope you will not hesitate to contact me with any questions about any of our vocal offerings. Again, you can visit levinemusic.org. We hope to see you in the fall. Thank you.